How can you go out there again?
Hey there, sexy PlayStation gamers, and welcome to Pure PlayStation's review of Telltale's Batman: The Enemy Within, Episode 5, Same Stitch. Episode 5 of Telltale's Batman: The Enemy Within is outstanding. The promise of Gotham's most famous villain has been teased since the end of the first season, and the Joker is something to behold. With your decisions influencing which version of Joker you see, this may be the most compelling episode of the season, as well as an indicator of where Telltale's future games may go. At the end of Episode 4, it was obvious John Doe had made a choice. Based on your choices, Episode 5 reveals a sadistic enemy or a dangerous friend. Both can be a problem for Batman and Bruce Wayne. This may be the clearest change from other episodes and other Telltale games. There is additional and separate content for the pair of Jokers, with Telltale explaining that only 3 scenes are shared. Based on my choices, or maybe choice depending on how you interpret what the game shows you, my Joker was the traditional yet unconventional villain. He's a man torn apart by the actions of Bruce Wayne, and he is still drawn to him as the focus for his obsessive behavior. I won't ruin the surprises, but this episode starts strong and doesn't hesitate to let Mr. J revel in the violence. There are some very well done action moments, especially with Harley and the Joker. There are some genuinely tense and shocking moments in this episode, and people die. It has a great balance. There's no one who is untouched by the decisions of this season, and Telltale does a great job of letting you interact with everyone. There's some big reveals with ups and downs before a post-credit scene that lets you know not everything is settled. You can't miss the themes in this episode, but that's mostly because you're beat over the head by 2 of them. Are the criminals of Gotham really the problem, or are they only symptoms of the Batman? Is Batman responsible for all the pain that's caused? I have my own thoughts on that, but that's an interesting question. The other theme is powerlessness and how you can react to it. This was by far more interesting because that decision made more of a personal impact on the people around Bruce Wayne. That personal impact, sometimes painfully literal, is pushed to the forefront here, and it demonstrates the value in choosing to focus on Bruce Wayne as well as Batman. The creepy dinner party scene really brings that to the surface. The music was another high point of the episode. Either most of the music was new to this episode, or I just don't remember it. It was perfect, and the choices were often very interesting for what was happening on the screen. I would recommend you lower the music volume just a bit to better hear the dialogue, but the music was the best of the season. Episode 5, Same Stitch, sets up Season 3 perfectly, but we're in a very different and even more broken place than we started at the beginning of Season 2. With tension and explosive action, 2 versions of Joker with separate content and some great music, this is the end Season 2 needs. Episode 5 is reason enough to play through the season. For more news, reviews, and original commentary, connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and pureplaystation.com by clicking on the links in the info box. As always, please be sure to like and subscribe so that we can bring you more content like this. Or even better, but no promises.